They tell you so many scary stories about agriculture. They tell you a loan is a trap. They tell you agriculture is unpredictable. They tell you that you will drown in debt before you ever taste a single shilling of profit. But what they never tell you is the truth I discovered here in this soil. The truth I bought with courage. The truth I am just about to share with you today. So welcome to this story. A story about a loan, chickens and cabbage. A story of how I took a loan of 500,000 Kenyan shillings, invested it in this soil and walked away not with regret, but with over 1 million Kenya shillings in profit. In this video, I will show you every calculation, every coin, every bag of feed, every seedling, and the exact decisions that multiplied my money faster than the bank expected. And at the end of this video, I reveal the secret, the one secret that helped me pay back that loan before the bank even understood what happened. But before we begin, tell me in the comment section, where are you watching this video from? Either the county or the country in case you are outside Kenya. And if you believe in bold African stories about agriculture, if you believe in real farming that changes lives, subscribe to this channel. Join our family, and if you feel touched by this journey, you can support the channel in any small way. You can send us 1 shilling, 20 shillings, or any contribution that will help us make these powerful videos. Now, let the story begin. In the beginning of last year, I walked into a bank with one thing, a dream. The bank gave me 500,000 Kenyan shillings, a loan that many people fear. But I knew something others did not. Chickens will pay me back quickly, while cabbages will multiply my capital. So I divided the loan into 2 weapons, poultry farming and cabbage farming. So let me break down and show you exactly how I used this money in chicken farming and in cabbage farming. I am doing this video not to show off, but to motivate someone. Just one person that will be motivated by this video and do what exactly I am saying. So let us continue. So I bought 2 breeds of chickens. I bought chicks. I bought 2 types of chickens. 200 broilers. These ones I bought from Kenyan, and 200 improved Kienyeji from Isinya. And the total is 400 chicks. So each chick cost me 100 Kenyan shillings. So 400 chicks times 100 Kenyan shillings. What do you get? 40,000 Kenyan shillings. Then I bought the feed, that is chick mash and growers mash. I started with 5 bags of chick mash at 4,000 Kenyan shillings each. So roughly that is 20,000. Then I also bought 6 bags of growers mash at 3,500 Kenyan shillings each. So that is 21,000 Kenyan shillings. So the total feed cost was 20,000 plus 21,000, you get 41,000 Kenyan shillings. Then I also bought the equipment and medication. I bought feeders, drinkers, vaccines, pesticides and all those, which costed me 20,000 Kenyan shillings. I did not worry so much about the poultry house because I already had a poultry house. I only did minor repairs and modifications, which costed me 5,000 Kenyan shillings. So in total, that becomes roughly 40,000 for chicks, then 41,000 for feeds, equipment and modification, and medication, that is 20,000 Kenya shillings, then repairs 5,000 Kenya shillings. In total, that becomes 106,000 Kenya shillings. But including miscellaneous, water, charcoal, transport, electricity, I rounded to 160,000 Kenya shillings that was spent on poultry alone. I have told you that I procured two breeds, that is broilers and improved Kienyeji. So let us look at the part of the broilers. So at week 6, by week 5, week 6, all broilers were ready and I sold them, all the 200. So 200 broilers times 500 each, you get 100,000 Kenyan shillings. So let us see the profit. So 100,000 Kenyan shillings minus the expenses, that is the feeds and the utilities, that became 40,000. So 100 minus 40, you get 60,000 profits in 6 weeks. Now what I did was this: I got the second batch immediately and I reinvested the money. So I procured 300 broilers, and by week 12, week 13, I sold the 300 broilers at 500 Kenyan shillings. I got 150,000 Kenyan shillings. Now expenses were 30,000 for chicks, feed 20,000. In total, that was 50,000 Kenya shillings. So profit is, you take 150,000 minus 50,000. What do you remain with? 100,000 Kenya shillings profit. So the total broiler profit was, the first cycle I got 60,000 and the second cycle I got 100,000. So in total you get 160,000 Kenyan shillings. 160,000 Kenyan shillings very quickly. By week 12, I had already this money in my pocket as profit. So I have shown you the part of the broiler breed. Now let us look at the part of the improved Kienyeji. At week 13, week 14 thereabout, the Kienyeji birds had already matured. So I sold 200 birds at 800 Kenyan shillings. That gave me 160,000 Kenyan shillings profit. Now take the initial profit of the broilers plus the initial profit of the improved Kienyeji. What do you get? 320 total profit from poultry by week 13. That is roughly, let's just say that's roughly 3 months, right? Yeah, 3 months. So by 3 months, I had already made a profit of 320,000 shillings. Remember, I have only a loan of 500,000 shillings, which I have to pay within a period of 2 years to 3 years. So I have shown you the poultry part. Now let us go to the cabbage project. Now the giant profit. I remember I did this video when we were harvesting our cabbages, but let me just show you. I didn't have land, so I rented out 3 acres of land. So 3 acres of land, each land was costing me 15,000 Kenya shillings. So 3 times 15, you get 45,000 Kenyan shillings. Then I bought the seedlings, 30,000 seedlings of Gloria F1, which costed me 2 shillings each. So 30,000 times 2, you get 60,000. I also bought fertilizer. The DAP, I bought 4 bags at 6,000 Kenya shillings. That becomes 24,000 Kenya shillings. And I also bought the CAN, 4 bags at 5,000 Kenya shillings. That comes to 20,000 Kenya shillings. So the total fertilizer plus everything, it became to roughly 44,000. I also bought the pesticides and the fungicides. You know, you who are farmers, you know those pesticides and fungicides. That costed me 10,000 shillings. Labor costed me 20,000 Kenyan shillings. Irrigation, I bought a whole irrigation system plus a generator. This generator that I have, I'm showing you here, this costed me 35,000 Kenyan shillings. So the total cabbage expenses, let us do the mathematics. Land, 45,000, seedlings, 60,000, fertilizer plus everything, 44,000, chemicals, 10,000, labor, 20,000, irrigation, 35,000. In total, this comes to roughly 214,000 Kenyan shillings. So let us see the revenue that we got from cabbages. So I said each cabbage we sold at 50 Kenyan shillings. and we had 30,000 cabbages. So 30,000 times 50, you get 1.5 million Kenyan shillings. And so what is the profit? The profit is that you take our expenditure, which was 214,000, then you minus from what we have gotten, that is 1.5 million. What do you get? Over 1.3 million Kenyan shillings. And so let us check the grand total profit. That is the profit from chickens and the profit from cabbage. The profit from the cabbage, remember, it was 320,000 Kenya shillings, and the profit from cabbage, we are getting 1.2 million Kenyan shillings. The total profit is 1.52 million Kenyan shillings, and from that I repaid the loan of 500,000. Then I remained with 1.0 million Kenyan shillings. So yes, I took a loan for chicken and cabbage farming, and I do not regret it, because here is the secret I promised at the beginning. The secret is that money does not grow in the soil. Discipline does, courage does, multiplication does. Money only follows those three. The bank later offered me another loan, 2 million Kenyan shillings, but I refused, because by then my chickens and my cabbages had already given me enough capital to build my future without debt. My friend, what is stopping you? Is it fear, doubt, overthinking, or simply excuses? If a loan scares you, ask yourself this question: what scares you more, debt or dying with your dream still inside you? This is Korobe Poultry Farm. This is where we tell the real stories of farming. We build a real future. Please subscribe, support the channel, and tell me in the comments which farming project do you want to try next. My name is Collins, and I took a loan for farming, and I don't regret it.